Hey y'all. Yeah, I was pretty upset yesterday because, well, a few different things. So I'll just explain it a little better because I was just mouthing off and foaming at the mouth and blah, 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 to myself. But, so one of the things that kind of got to me yesterday was, so weird. Like, I saw somebody, so I've been trying to, basically, do more things to, make more income from home, and, cause I kind of have to, and, anyway, during, 2020 and a bit of 2021, I was, doing the whole digital agency thing, as a lot of people were. So I, know that space pretty well. And, basically, so weird. So I saw a friend, post online, hey, I'm looking for some social media help. Do you know anybody, who do you know who can do this stuff? So I said, oh, I can do that. So we had a quick message online and, send me a proposal kind of thing. So I said, okay. So this was like day before yesterday. And I said, yeah, sure. So I gave him a quick price over text, but hadn't given him the proposal yet, which is basically, so this is for what he was asking for, just straight, social media postings, 28 per month on 5 different channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, So that includes, like the market research for it, the content created for it, the images, researching topics, industry trends and things like that. So it does not include, procuring the leads. It's not a sales service. But again, it's just the social media postings, which is really, that's not actually a lead conversion service that's going to help build your brand, but you cannot actually accurately track sales directly from that. You can, track it with your own statistics. Like if you're, you start getting more sales and as a result, or your statistics go up and you start, and stuff like that, but you can't actually there's no way to actually track, where a sale came from or something like that. But yeah, definitely building your brand online, in the digital world is a good thing, especially if somebody is, checking out your business or your company or whatever, and they're going to, look up to see if your business is currently active. If they go to a Facebook page where there's maybe 1 or 2 posts from 5 years ago, they're kind of like, okay, so you're not really such a big deal, are you? But but that's like the perception, So it's a good idea to definitely, build that up, and that can really, really help build an online presence for a business. Where you're going to see conversions is with online ads, and I've done that before, and I've done it successfully. And yeah, it's like, setting up ads on either Facebook or Instagram or Google, and that way, you can set up like a sales funnel kind of a thing, and you can actually accurately track your conversions, like where are they coming from which ad, from which, there's a whole, there's like a science to it, I'm not going to go into all of that right now. But, so anyway, I gave him kind of like a base price for, doing 28 posts a month on 5 channels. That's, just social media postings, keeping the accounts updated and stuff like that, hashtag trends and keywords and stuff like that, right? It was like $800 or something. So, I mean, yeah, that's what he said that he was asking for. But, I asked if I could have a conversation with him, because normally I don't do business over text or message or whatever. Like, I have a conversation with somebody and I get all the information on what, like, yo, what you looking for, like what, where are you at right now with your business currently? Where do you want to get to? How can I help get you there? So, and there's different, because there's different, it's not like a one size fits all kind of a thing. So you have to have a conversation to, talk about that stuff and like get that data. So anyway, so he wouldn't talk to me. No, I'm too busy or something like that. Just send me the proposal and make sure it's. So this is the following morning. So I said, okay, so, I've got the proposal for you, but I'd really like to have a conversation with you about it before I send it over, because there's a few things I want you to understand about, social media and online ads and stuff like that. And I want to make sure that I'm getting you the right information. With online ads, that can be quite a bit more expensive. I mean, there's like, a monthly management fee, like a retainer basically, for the ads. And depending on the ad spend, it can be anywhere from like 1,000 to 5,000, whatever. And then you've got the ad spend on top of that. So that's like a whole nother ball game. But what he was asking for, which was why I wanted to talk to him, was just like, social media postings. A lot of people, don't understand the difference between those two things and how those things work. So anyway, so he said, no, just send it over. I said, and so I spent like, a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, like probably about an hour, something like that. Yesterday morning, going through my, proposal, making sure it all looked right, blah, blah, blah. Adding in some examples in there of prior work and stuff like that. And so, anyway, he wouldn't talk to me on the phone. And then, so I said, okay, fine. So I tried to lay out in text pretty much what I just went over. Very straightforward, very like, but hey, like, just like, this is how that works, and I just want to try to find out like what you're looking for. So you know, I'm not going to try to close somebody over text. I mean, give me a break. That's just not how I do business. So, basically, yeah, just it was quite ridiculous actually. Like, then he texts me back and he says, "Annie, your attitude sucks. And, you know, I'm willing to spend X amount of dollars and you're charging too low. And how could you?" And, what else did he say? He said, uh, just mouthing off at me. And just like, what the hell? Dude, what is up with you? Like, this is the weirdest thing ever. I'm like, you know, normally with this type of thing, like I would have a phone conversation with somebody. But, seeing as how it was going, like I don't want to do business with somebody who's not going to speak to me on the phone anyway. So, and plus, I had thought at least that this guy was like a friend. So I didn't want to, whatever. I didn't want to complicate things. So I just was like, or you could, go on Fiverr and like there's tons of people on Fiverr or Upwork or something like that who offer, social media services for cheaper probably than what I was offering. So anyway, and then he said that said I lost my cool with him. Not at all. I mean, I could show screenshots of the texts on here, and it was just very straightforward. It was just very like, just so you know, I want you to understand the difference between online ads and social media postings. Anyway, I mean, just really way out of left field. I was like, what just happened? You were looking for a service which I can provide, and I'm trying to talk to you. Fine, but I text you the data. I sent you a proposal. I spent part of my morning working on it. Just really weird. And then, just like sending me paragraphs about how shitty I am. Like, okay. I'm glad we're not working together. Yeah, so that happened. And then, on a personal level, the person that was the love of my life, gave up on me. And, yeah, so there's that too. And then, I've just been finding it really difficult to make money from home lately. I live in a remote area and I live an hour away from, any place that could offer a 9 to 5, I've tried so many different things. Oh my God, I've tried so many things and I'm still looking for the answer. Something that's going to work, Oh, and then he got upset, this guy, Carlos, he got upset with me because I'm not taking up the opportunity in his business. And like, he is like telling me that he's done everything in the world to try to help me, which he has helped. He invited me to an event that his business was putting on, and it's like the Kangen water and it's great water and it's really cool. It's just that, like, it's again, there are aspects of it that, like, are not, that make it not feasible for me, because um I need something that's gonna actually, like, you know, like, I can get some results with. And I don't see that I would get results with that, because many reasons. So, but he started getting really pissed at me about not doing that, not taking that up with him. I'm just like, "Well, sorry, but if you want to have an actual conversation with me, I can give you the reasons why it wouldn't be viable for me. Right now anyway. I'm still like treading water. I'm trying to get above treading water, basically. And I can't even maybe if I can get to the level of where I'm above treading water, and then I can start to look at other opportunities. But right now it's like, you know, I really need like a stable job, work from home job, which is like 25 or 30 an hour, which offers a lot of hours per week, like at least 30 to 40. And I need something with flexible hours so that I can be there to pick up my kids and drop them off at school a few days a week. Yeah. So maybe I could look at that as an opportunity in the future when I'm on a little bit more stable ground. I tried Uber driving, and that, like, I nearly got raped. Well, sort of. That's maybe a little exaggeration, but, because I pushed the guy off of me. But like, it just really, it puts me in awkward situations, and then it's shit money. It's really shit money. It costs me like a quarter of a tank of gas to drive out to the city and back. So there's that already gone, and gas prices are astronomical right now. So no. No, that's not going to work. So yeah, but like, dude, don't get mad at me for, it's like super pissed at me for not joining your business. Like, and it costs money to join that business. So it's like, I think the water is great. I don't have anything against that. It's awesome. So yeah. And then, so I'm trying to do all these things to, make extra money, manifest the money, have something stable that's actually going to work. Like, I was doing this sales thing since started that in November, and this has been like, this is the last few months. I was banking on the fact that I was going to go to Australia for a little bit, and my guy and I were going to, work on our businesses and have a fun time at the same time. But then he gave up on me and the whole idea. And around Christmas, just after Christmas, I guess. And then so the sales thing that I was doing, I was told at first that it was going to be mostly inbound, warm leads, and that, there was potential to make like $3,000 to $5,000, basically appointment setting. And it started off pretty good. But then the situation was that they kept changing things around and changing the audience of, for the leads, and changing things around, and it just yeah, and things sort of tanked in that business, and then it became really hard all of a sudden to like um talk to people and get leads, and it didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to. So I started that in November, last November, and then in January, December was okay, and then January, but like the amount of effort that you have to put into it to actually, oh, and then it turned out that the commissions are based on the money received, not 10% of the amount sold. So it's sort of like, well, if a person is on a payment plan and then they only pay $500 towards it, that's only $50, an extra $50. So it's like a base pay of $1,000. And my situation is, I need roughly about $3,000 a month to live on. So yeah, the cat's meowing. Anyway, so this is getting kind of long now. And then the other thing was that I'm still, while I'm trying to work all this out, I've been kind of antagonized a little bit by my ex-husband, and I'm just going, dude, what the fuck? What is going on? Why? Like, the other week he got mad at me for the weather and like, swearing at me about it, and now it's just all this like what? Weird stuff, and just like he won't drive, past halfway anymore to here to pick up the kids. So there was a situation last weekend where I was waiting for a payment to come through so I could get some more gas money. And then there was a complication with my bank, and I just like on and on and on. I'm just like, oh my God. I had to run all over town to try to yeah, anyway, complicated. But I had an issue with my bank, and then had to get a new card, and then I couldn't even do Uber driving because it hadn't accepted my new card, and it was just like, oh my God. And then so then he was like, no, I'm not gonna drive any more than halfway. So I said, okay, well, fine. And then just other stuff, like when I had that thing happen with that guy in the hotel. Oh, like he sends me a text the next day. It's like, because I was in an emergency situation, so I contacted him just in case anything was gonna happen, because I was kind of scared. I did report it to Uber as well. But then the next day he sends me this text, and it's like, yeah, by the way, don't ask me for any help. Like, I don't need that, And I was just like, what, like, it was an emergency, and I normally don't ask you for, random help, or like I normally don't share my personal life with you, or anything like that. So it's just, but it was just like the action of doing that was just weird and, kind of hurtful. It was like, I'm already in this situation, and it took me a day and a half to recover from it. And then it was just kind of like a slap in the face out of nowhere, So this is getting really long. So I will soldier on, and as I always do, and I will I will do my best. I do have some other ideas of things that I'm working on, which I won't talk about yet. If I suddenly become rich, then I'll talk about it. um, Goodbye, everybody.